Welcome to Pikapakua. Today we are going to make chocolate donuts. Okay, so for you to do that, you need to activate your yeast, and for us to do that, we need to put some water in a cup, then drop in sugar into it. 2 tablespoons of sugar will be good. Then drop in our yeast and then mix the mixture well. Okay, then put it aside and let it for around 8 minutes, and our yeast should have activated. Now we are going to bring in a container, a bowl, and we are going to put our dry recipe here, which is all-purpose flour and sugar. You can drop in some salt. I didn't use salt this time, and mix that mixture very well. Okay, then on another bowl we are going to drop in our wet ingredients. Okay, we are going to use it for wet ingredients, and that is milk and eggs. So I used 2 eggs and around 250 ml of milk, and then I dropped in margarine for my side. I didn't melt it, so I had an issue there. So for you, I like to advise you to melt it and then whisk it well. Now drop in your dry ingredients to the wet ingredients that you do have. Okay, then after some time, after whisking it a little bit, drop in your yeast that has already activated. Okay, so we're going to knead this dough very well, knead it very well, and for you to do that, you'll be adding more dry flour to your dough. So we need a certain consistency, which is, you will be able to detect that, you'll be able to know that, because it will be a little bit harder. This one is not yet ready, as you can clearly see. So you need it well. Take your time. It's good to knead flour very well. It's very important until I achieve that consistency. When everything is not sticking in your hands and all that, then you know that is the right consistency that you do have. Then I roll it into a circular shape, or whatever that shape is. Now I need to put this to rise. So for me to do that, I need to grease my bowl so that it doesn't stick to it. Then I dropped in my dough there and let it, I covered it and I let it rest for 1 hour in a warm place. Okay, as it's raising, now I'm going to make my chocolate. Now the remaining milk that I had there, that is what I used to make my chocolate. I use the normal cocoa powder, and ensure that that milk is a little bit warm so that you don't make, for those guys who made cold power in high school, you know what I'm talking about. So mix it well, add some sugar, and that is it. After some time, my dough had already risen and I pressed it down, and now I need to make the donut shapes, or shape my donut, or whatever it is. So for me to do that, I need to pour or add some flour on my kneading table. Okay, and so it doesn't stick to it, and I need to shape it. I need to press it until it is around half an inch thick. I didn't have a rolling pin. I need to buy one apparently, so I use a bottle. So I also didn't have a bigger container because I wanted bigger donuts, and I only could use this cup that I had. That was the biggest size cup that I had in the house. So of course, cut it like that and put it aside, and ensure where you're putting there is flour at the bottom of it so that it doesn't stick on your table. Now I looked at the kitchen and I saw the perfect size of the hole that I wanted was that bottle, the bottle top, or whatever it is, the top of the bottle, and I used that to make the hole. And then of course I noticed, okay, if this dough would rise up, then this hole will not be enough, so I need to increase that size. And then I let it sit for a while until it doubled its size, and now it was time for me to deep fry my donuts. Okay, so testing the oil, oh god, it was not hot at all, so I had to wait for a few minutes until the oil was hot enough for me to deep fry my donuts. And after that, when I dropped in the donuts, oh god, everything was sizzling like fire. Turn it over, let the other side cook as well, and then now you should be ready. Everything is done and dusted. Not dusted yet. We need to drop our donuts in the chocolate. So I had to let my donuts cool down, okay, until it was the same temperature as my chocolate. So I dipped in my donuts in the chocolate and I let it rest so that my guys can be able to enjoy it. If you look at it, it looks very tasty. and the aroma in the kitchen, oh my god, it was intoxicating. Now I'd like to thank you guys for watching our videos. Please feel free to subscribe our channel, share these videos with all your friends. Until next time, bye bye.